Alright, what's up everybody? I am gonna go ahead and start. So happy to see you. It has been a week for me. Hey Nana! Everything's looking good. We landed on Takumi today. I see. Performance window. I'm actually gonna try and keep my preview up and not do performance mode. So I said at the end of the last stream that I was gonna try and like grind out some of these hearts off stream. That did not happen. Yeah, that didn't happen. Unfortunately. What was it doing? But I do believe at the end of last stream, I said I was gonna start this stream off by trying to escape with the bow in the aspect of Rama. I am actually gonna turn performance mode back on for OBS. It's doing something. Okay. So yeah.
Coronat.
Hopefully. So yeah, I have the aspect of Rama, and I think I was gonna try and do an actual escape with the aspect of Rama instead of just like hoping that we get Olympian conversations so that we can give them ambrosia. And I think everything's all set up. It looks like we also might have maxed out Meg. Yeah, we maxed out Meg, which means we should be able to get her romance scene in the bedroom at any point now. We're not gonna turn on any heat, thanks.
All right, let's get to work.
I'm not turning God mode back on for this. So we're gonna see if I can do this off my own skill.
What do we have here?
I know that you have many aspirations, my good kin. To be playing with you about my own motive for a moment. As long as you continue bringing swift and steady death, you shall have my unyielding support.
Okay, so we have to actually think about what we're taking here. Prophecy foretold. Oh, hi. So that's good. That might have triggered the dialogue that we needed for Ares's heart unlock. Oh, oops. Let's go with Athena. Because I remember for Aphrodite, we can't actually unlock her heart until we finish all of the like romance paths.
Just in time. Goddess Athena.
Why you wield Coronat the Heartseeker. I never took you for an archer, though the power of that bow is undeniable. Use it wisely.
Okay, let's see here.
Divine protection.
Take this. I hope my voice sounds okay. It was sounding to me okay earlier, but now I'm not sure. normal, okay. Might just be like a little hoarse because I haven't been like using it. And in fact, my throat was probably quite ravaged by Wednesday. Too bad I don't have the Chaos Egg. If I'm doing a real run, I don't necessarily want to run into Chaos.
Feeling good.
Oh no, definitely not. I need the nectar more. Okay, these things are terrible with the bow. Wow. Oh god. I hear there's something. Okay, there goes one. Okay, I think what this aspect of the bow does is that when you special, it afflicts a status on the enemies where they like take part of the damage that you deal to another enemy. Which actually seems pretty good. I kind of want Demeter Spoon. Of course, it's the Doomstone.
Bits.
Trying to set your switch back up so you can try out the new triangle strategy demo. That reminds me, I gotta play that. I've been meaning to, and then shit hit the wall. Okay, there's so many of these things. Come on, just one more. There we go.
Yeah, that thing.
Should you achieve your goal and see the surface world, Zagreus, I've but one bit of knowledge to impart. Don't ever fall for mortals. Use them if you must, but do not waste your love on those who waste away.
Damn, Demeter. See, she's got some damage. Okay. Oh, Mistral Dash. Haley! We're doing a full run with the aspect of Rama, and we don't have any heat on because I did not turn God mode back on, and I don't even want to know what would happen to me if I did. If I tried to do like a serious run with like Extreme Measures 4 on.
In the name of Hades.
Let's see here. So I'm actually being careful about what I take for boons. And I didn't do any grinding off screen, like I said I was going to. Because I had other things happening this week. Ooh, rice pudding. I think Nana just stepped out so she could like download the new triangle strategy demo that they announced in the direct on Wednesday. These head things are the worst with the bow. just gonna stay away from the explodey bits. I haven't downloaded the demo yet because I hate playing a demo for a game that's not coming out for like months. So then I like play the demo and I get all hyped for it, and then it just like, it's like, you have to wait now. It's like, but I don't wanna. What the hell?
Take this one.
But I think they like announced a release date for it now. I think it's coming out like, I forget when the release date was. I was only like half paying attention to the Nintendo Direct. But I think it has a release date now, so maybe I'll pick it up. From what I gather, it seems really up my alley.
Good enough to eat.
Back and flips down. Oh, it's up to doom damage for sure. Hopefully this hammer will give me something good. I didn't play Octopath Traveler. I don't remember why, I just don't think it ever really looked like it would appeal to me. The triangle strategy being like kind of pseudo Fire Emblem will probably appeal to me. Where are these freaking heads coming from? Get out of here. Pretty sure I'd like it. What kind of game is it again?
My bow grows stronger.
I thought it was like kind of like a JRPG type thing, which like, yeah. See,
A fishing
ooh, fish.
Another knucklehead.
If it's like a JRPG, like Final Fantasy games, I'm not super hot on those actually. I think the only like JRPG I really enjoy is like Chrono Trigger. Because it's freaking Chrono Trigger, like... I only have one nectar. More comparable to Pokemon than Final Fantasy early Pokemon. In like... how it's like more basic, or in like how the programming is held together by paperclip and glue and hope? I'm just seeing who I still need to give nectar to. Sisyphus, screw him. Cerberus, Dusa, Skelly, Persephone. Sorry, Karen.
Just tidying up a bit.
I need that one nectar for Dusa. It is Meg.
What do you know?
You beat Electo, Zag. Could hear her screaming her head off about it all the way through Tartarus. I almost want to thank you.
I almost want to say you're very welcome. Have you and she always been on bad terms like this?
You can catch monsters, huh?
We have long-standing differences. It's worse with family. You know what it's like.
At this point, I'm not sure if I like Pokemon because of like what Pokemon is, or if I like Pokemon because it's Pokemon. Like, you know what I mean?
Don't you dare hold back.
Like, I have no idea if I just love Pokemon because it's like something I've played ever since I was like a wee little nipper, or if I just like Pokemon because it's like actually fun for me. I'm sure it's gotta be a combination of both, right? I mean, like, I wouldn't keep buying it if I wasn't having fun with it, but... Okay,
This won't hurt much. Zacharias.
we're almost there. There we go. I love the boss fights because they did some really cool stuff with the boss fight mechanics. Interesting.
She's going to be mad.
Maybe once I get through my, like, huge backlog of games.
Tread lightly, boy.
I'm kind of annoyed because, like, 2020 had, like, nothing coming out, and then everything released in, like, 2021 and 2022, and I'm like, I don't have time to play all of this stuff I want to play.
Keepsakes hold power.
We're gonna take Poseidon because we caught a fish, and we might be able to trigger his dialogue.
So much for Tartarus.
Time you attack a weak spot, a shield breaks down. Okay. I'm familiar with the concept from, like, Warriors games and stuff. But my hands don't cramp too bad while I try and do this.
More Inferno bombers?
Your message, Cuz. It says here, hurry up and get out of there already. It's from the surface of the Earth. It says so right here.
That thing in Hermes. Dash more times in a row. And do quick recovery.
Next island.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I'll check it out, but like, my backlog. I'm going to play Littlewood too. Been very in the mood for like life farm sims. I don't know. Cozy games. Okay, Poseidon, please.
Little Hades, it appears that you are moving right along, almost at an uncanny pace. I wonder how you got to be so fast. Aquatic exercise?
That's weird. I don't think that did it. Ooh.
The ocean's fury.
I'd like more health. Ooh. I also want more boons, though. We can health in a minute. I'm gonna take Demeter because she's a pain to deal with from what I remember.
You have my gratitude.
I think I needed something from her still, her legendary, yeah. I need Arctic Blast, Killing Freeze, or Ravenous Will.
Your choice leaves much to be desired here, my kin. My temper I shall keep in check, but only barely so.
And then hopefully we get a Centaur Heart option after this.
Now he's angry.
Oh god. I can't, where are they?
Bye.
Okay. You have an idea for a Stardew stream? If I want to stream Stardew again, what's your idea?
A war can only last so long, my kin. This one is not worth the pursuit, I think, when we can wage a greater one together.
Slicing Shot, Blood Frenzy, Curse of Vengeance. I'm gonna take Slicing Shot, and I'm gonna hope. Maybe I'll force an Artemis Spoon. Oh boy. We'll go for Demeter. See how far I make it down in the desert mine? Well, it depends on how I do it. If I like cheat and bring bombs and stairs, I could probably make it pretty far. I think it's like floor 250 or something it wants you to make you to in the quests. I don't remember. I haven't played Stardew in a while, but I actually almost made it there off stream and I wasn't recording and I actually left so that I wouldn't do it like when I wasn't recording or on stream. But I think by this point I actually have enough stairs saved up to like finish the quest there. Even if I am gonna get called a cheater for it by the game. But yeah, I was actually, when I was playing off stream a lot, I was actually getting pretty far down there because I needed Iridium ore. So I would, and I think I was like farming for Pepperexes or something, whatever I needed to do for the 100% completion. I'm glad that was the Barge of Death, actually.
Demeter. In the name of Hades.
Freezing Vortex. Ooh. I will take this.
Whatever, let's try it.
Okay, I guess we're getting a key. These guys. I do still want Demeter boons wherever I can get them, because I think I am eligible to pick up her legendary boon whenever that decides to show up.
All set.
Need a Centaur Soul in here. will take this actually. Oh. Yeah, I don't want to stream Stardew again until I get like closer to the 100% completion. Cause it's so grindy. It's so grindy to get there. I think I'm still only like 50%-ish of the way toward whatever it's called, perfection. Welcome back, Nana. Did you find your Switch? I wouldn't do it if it were any other game but Stardew.
Get dead.
Hold still.
Lady Demeter.
Hate grinding, ironically, like playing Animal Crossing, which is only grinding. Yeah, I would agree with that statement. I have no idea why, but for some reason my OBS is like not picking up on emojis today, so. Do the decay. This is probably gonna be the last one before learning, so I'm gonna take Karen.
I can use this.
Ahoy, my nephew, it is I.
Wow, both of these are like really lame. Oh, it's the
Not really in
green
a
one.
talking mood this time, Lenny.
Okay. Where'd all my casts go? Oh, I have all of them. Okay. Good. Ooh, okay. Come on, learning. Okay.
Any more heads you'd like chopped off? No?
I had a feeling Nana played Octopath Traveler. Alright, made it through that one mostly unscathed. Now let's take... Okay, I'm gonna take the Lambent Plume because we need to actually level it up.
Closer.
In order to do Hermes Lockhart, you need like the level 3 Lambent Plume or whatever equipped. And ours is not very high. I'm actually gonna take this, just in case we get a good upgrade.
Good, come on in.
Oh, it has a shield. They gave me a shield one. Of course they did.
The Lambent Plume.
You shot side by side but has reduced range. Your special shot. Special fires. Point blank shot. I'm gonna take twin shot just because I haven't picked it up yet,
tight.
but who's a favorite Hades character? I don't know, probably Thanatos. Are we counting the Chthonic Companions? Because if we are, it's more. Wow, okay, they were like, you get butterfly balls everywhere on this one.
I feel stronger.
Hypnos, yeah. Of course, Nana likes the one that the Octopath character that gives Felix vibes.
Long spears. Next. One's rearming.
Die. Okay.
Something I can use.
Sorry if I'm not being talkative. I am concentrating very very hard on this. I think if we make it past Theseus, I can definitely make it out. I don't know if we'll beat Hades, but I can make it through the Temple of Styx if we beat Theseus, I think. So the goal right now is getting to Theseus. Where is it? Not messing around with a boss fight. Oh god, the chariot has armor.
It's Hermes. Olympus, I accept this message.
Oh boy. Swift strike, swift flourish, rush delivery. I'll take swift strike.
Not what I need right now. Hi there.
Oh, Thanatos, thank you.
Death has come.
Hi, babe.
Hope you don't mind if I cut in here, Zagreus. They're coming, Zagreus. Be on your guard.
He's probably gonna win. I'm gonna say that right now. Thanatos, can you kill the chariot for me? Thanks. Thanks, boo. Jesus. Leave me alone.
My keepsake power.
Okay.
Them for now. Hang on to this for me.
In the name of Hades.
Freaking pending here. These things keep getting me when I, like, don't think they'll get me. Is this room just flame wheels? Jesus Christ. So whose boons are we aiming for today? Well, currently we're trying to do a full run with Rama. Aspect of Rama. At least up until we get, like, out to Hades. And then after that, God only knows. We're doing our best here. Oh, good, a fountain room.
Did Daedalus himself build all of this?
So yeah, if I'm not talking much, that's because I am like concentrating because I do not have God mode on, and I do not usually use this aspect of the bow.
My greetings to you, little sprout.
So, concentration. But after this, I think we got the quest, like the minor prophecy quest for Ares. So we might be able to unlock his heart today, so I'll probably keep picking up his boons after this. Let's see here. Just chill. Use snow burst.
That's cold.
It's gonna take this. Oh, and Nana and Lee are talking about Octopath Traveler, which I have not played, so I'm just letting them go.
I can see it in his mismatched eyes. I cannot shake the terrible vision that someday or night it shall be me standing alone here whilst you take sides against me with that fiend.
I did not realize Theseus was like so worried we were gonna steal his boyfriend. I've never seen all this dialogue. I'm guessing it only triggers after you defeat Extreme Measures Theseus at least once. He's not gonna leave you, dude. Calm down.
Asterius, about that, please consider it a fair offer if you like. I'd rather
You're
have
not
you as a
helping
friend than
Zag.
as a foe. Not sure that I can say the same for Theseus, of course.
You poisonous worm! I knew you had a more sinister trick at play, because your fighting style certainly is of no concern just on its own.
Wow.
Are there truly no depths to which you would not stoop?
I brought my own boyfriend. Please stand in his damage path. Also, man, he's like not just having an emotional breakdown over me possibly stealing his boyfriend. He's having an emotional breakdown over me possibly stealing his boyfriend in front of like an entire stadium. That is some like insecure boyfriend on the next level. To play on stream sometime. Pokemon. It'd probably have to be an older Pokemon though. Like one that I could emulate.
You're next, King.
Theseus solution form of polyfill. I know, right? Like, come on, Theseus, get with the program.
Not now.
Oh, that's wrong one. Alright, Theseus, it's like, it's 2022. You can have 2 boyfriends. ECS just doesn't like to share, I guess. He's like, yes, Asterius has 2 hands, but his hands will be holding both of my hands.
They say to never meet your heroes. Pure darkness. Hope you enjoyed the show, my good shade.
Okay, we got through them with less issue than I thought. Thanatos is very helpful. Making a Nuzlocke. I can't do Nuzlocks, oh my god. I feel so bad. Like, I never have the heart for Nuzlocks. I'm just like... Blood for the... I was actually considering, I was playing an Emerald hack called like Pokemon Double Emerald, where it turns every single battle in Pokemon Emerald into a double battle, like including like the gym leader fights and everything. And it's really hard, actually. I think I got to like Tate and Liza or something in it, and then I just like cried myself to sleep. Emerald Kaizo, oh my god. Not as a Nuzlocke. Either you get a hard game or you get a Nuzlocke. You do not get both. I don't have the heart. And I'm not good enough at Pokemon for all that. Isn't heartbreak kind of the point of the Nuzlocke? Yes, but like, I don't like being sad. Which is why this new 3 Houses Warriors game better not piss me off. I don't want to be sad at the end of this, so they better have to do, and he better live. And that's all I really need from the game. I mean, I can get through, like, even if it has, like, the shittiest writing possible, I will get through anything for fan service, okay? Like, you think I played Fire Emblem Warriors for the plot? No. No one played Fire Emblem Warriors for the plot. I played Fire Emblem Warriors so that I could watch Takumi be Takumi. Occasionally with Leo around. It's like Takumi showing up bald. Oh no.
In the name of Hades.
I'm still like really pissed off that like whatever fic from like the Leo Kumi era had like a scene with like Takumi getting his hair chopped off. I was like emotionally distraught by that for like 3 years. I was like, no, you're not allowed to do that. That's not allowed. It's one of those things that I like didn't realize I was so protective over until it happened and I had to imagine it and I was like, no. No, screw you. You can wump him without doing anything to his hair. Oh, is that who it was from? Yeah. I read a lot of Leo Kumi fics that emotionally destroyed me. What am I doing? I'll take Proud Bearing, I guess. Mostly a lot of passives left from Athena. I hear fish noises.
I'll take it. Very cool. Working on getting you your treat still, boy.
Which fic? It was like super big.
Come on up.
Joining of Worlds, that sounds right. The plot was basically, I started this out being really cute and Lyokumi, and then it just turned into angst, and then they didn't even end up together at the end. Spoiler alert, but I don't want you to waste your time. It's probably like one of the most profoundly unsatisfying fics I can think of from that era, just because you can tell that it started out as something like completely different, and then like something happened, and then it just got all like depression fest.
Here goes.
Which, I mean, I guess is like, it's your right as a writer to do that, but at the same time, a little warning would have been nice. Because that is not what I came here for. And it didn't even finish for like years. Like, I don't think the last chapter updated until like 2020. And there was like a 2-year gap in between like the second to last chapter and the last chapter, and then they like posted the last chapter and it like wasn't even satisfying. So like, just want one thing from Three Hopes, and that's for Dimitri and Claude to not agree with Edelgard and her methods. I would agree with that. Yeah, we'll move on from that Lyokumi fic. Let's talk about the other Lyokumi fics that have destroyed me. There was a one-shot that was like all internalized homophobia, but at least I knew what I was getting into it. That one wrecked me.
Dead.
I think it's like the only fic I have bookmarked on AO3. Because I don't usually bookmark fics because I don't really use the bookmark function, but I bookmarked that one and like only that one. Because it hit me so bad. Shit, where is it? Where is it? Fuck. Here it is.
Poisoned.
I went all the way around looking for one of those like healy things, and there was one right there. Okay. Oh yeah.
Coin for Charon.
Yeah, I know Nana has like a history. But yeah, don't worry about it for stream. Let's see. I agree that the Three Hopes discourse will be insufferable. I did. Was it you that told me this earlier today? That the name in Japanese is like way more straightforward, just like it's Three Houses Warriors. Was that you today? Let's see here.
Hope this can get me out of here.
I'm gonna take this.
Cheers, mate.
Feel kind of bad for never writing You never wrote a Lyokumi fic? I was like, I'm pretty sure you wrote. I don't know if you ever posted any to AO3, but I do remember, yeah, that you wrote me one for my birthday. Whatever, like 2 years ago. You heard an interesting myth about Demeter. Do tell. History time with Nana.
What do we have?
There's so many Three Houses works in progress that's lying around. I know, same. Okay, I have two opposing problems with Fates and Three Houses fics. My problem with Fates fics is that I have a lot of ideas for them, and then I started writing them, and then I realized that it was gonna be like 16,000 more chapters than I had originally intended, and then I kind of lose interest because I don't really want to like start writing like a 14 chapter long fic or whatever. And then my problem with Three Houses is that just like head empty, no ideas. Or like all of my ideas are so degenerate, I like don't even know if I want to put them to paper. Okay, Nana says a myth about why really not to piss her off. You know, if you didn't get that by now, do tell. Do tell.
Should be the place. The power of the gods.
Let's see here. Take this.
Zesty.
Take this, and I'll take this.
Bit of an aftertaste.
Thank you, game.
Time to deliver the goods.
It's so weird.
Sack for one good boy.
It's so weird too, because like I'm in both headspaces simultaneously, but with different fandoms. And like, I don't even know how to explain it.
Just playing with you, boy.
And then for Sylvix, I like have fics that I like have that I could be working on. And then I just like don't,
fearsome Cerberus to get out of his way.
because every time I try and work on them, it just like it's like, oh, you don't want to be creative right now, and then I stop working on them. All right, so there's this king called. I can do this. Aristothon. He thought it'd be a great idea to gather up his boys, go to Demeter's sacred grove where all of her favorite dryads hung out, and cut down all the trees. Well, that sounds like someone's gonna get bitch slapped across the face by Demeter.
I can go.
Aw, he eats in 3 bites. It's so cute.
Time to go.
Okay, I might have to like pay attention to Hades here, but...
We're here, Coronacht. May you serve Rama well, if you haven't already done so, I guess.
So we got the quest, so I don't mind if I lose to Hades.
Coward boy. I said so even to Hera's face.
Wow.
I'm unsurprised that you are drawn to it, and yet something has changed about it. I can tell.
He said this to Hera's face, and he's still alive.
What, you mean that Coronacht has taken on the aspect of a divine preserver person of some sort, of whom I've seen mere glimpses, but seems definitely very capable and really rather brave?
I know not why the old infernal arms endear themselves to you, and I entirely care not in whose weakling aspect you bring them forth, only to fall to me.
Thanks, Hades. As he was doing so, he came to the biggest tree that basically had a big sign, sacred as fuck, do not kill. And even his men were like, yeah, this seems like a bad idea. Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with that assessment.
Darkness.
Okay. I don't think I got a single hit on him.
Prepare. Prepare. Your mother already begins to cough.
Last I checked, princes were meant to be covered.
Aww.
Please teach me more then.
I love Mama's Boys in fiction. Not in real life. Real life Mama Boys kind of suck. So they're always like... Fictional Mama Boys are cute. Real life Mama's Boys like expect you to be their mom. Which is not cute. I don't know where that thing is, if I killed it or not.
Darkness. Right. Darkness.
Come on, Hades. You got like 2 more hits in you.
You should have avoided that. Enough of this.
Father.
The main thing I've learned about Hades is that passive damage is your best friend.
Die already. No more.
Of course, those are gonna fade right before they hit him. Oh my god. That's not it. I swear to god, I never used to mix up the summon and the call buttons. Okay, I did lose a Death Defiance, but it would be like actually a miracle if I lost by this point. Okay. Back to history time with Nana. But the dude still took an axe and hit it, and then blood came flowing out of the tree. That's always a good sign. He heard a voice that said, "Hey, I'm Demeter's favorite dryad, and you just killed the tree and me. You really fucked up." Yes. Demeter learned what happened and was predictably pissed, so she sent another dryad to go talk to Lemos, the goddess of famine and starvation. As her antithesis, Demeter couldn't approach her herself. She basically called in a favor and asked her to put a curse on the guy. Smart move. I also see you're somebody, please coddle Dimitri, and I agree. Actually, I've been meaning to make a meme about this because I'm about to hit that new Dimitri with the Wump stick so hard. Just...
See you.
I got a meme in mind.
At home.
Say hi to Hypnos for me. Quick as a flash that time.
Oh my god, that was my best clear time. Are you kidding? Or does it only go by streaks? I don't know. Hard to say. Hand it over. So Lemos visited the dude while he slept and had a dream of huge and delicious feasts. So when he woke up absolutely ravenous and a bunch of food, but it quickly became apparent that he wasn't getting full.
Just when his victory was all but certain, a fissure opens underneath the feet of the ill-fated prince, and from it vents a cloud of superheated water vapor. Steam, as it is known. And probably you know what happens next.
He would never be satisfied again and always feel like he was starving.
Feels like it's been a while, everybody.
Let's see if we can find Dusa.
Hey, Achilles, I uncovered a late passage in the Codex with regard to Thanatos and me. It says, you say, you think that I'm the god of blood? I'm not the god of anything, I think.
Oh, nonsense, lad. If you're a god, then you're the god of something, I'm sure. It's just an observation, and I genuinely hope it's no offense. But see, your father and your mother and your bloodstones and your disposition,
He kept eating and it quickly tore through his treasury. He even ended up selling his daughter to get more money for food. Bruh. How did I know? I was like, okay, when's a woman gonna get screwed over in all this for no reason? I mean, other than the Dryad.
I'm not the god of anything, alright?
Sup, boo?
Hey, just how far are you able to shift anyway, Than? I never could go more than a blade's length in front of me, while you're out there skipping across the entire world, probably.
Most of it, yes. Don't beat yourself up, though, Zagreus. It's a practiced skill, but I've apparently been able to do it since birth. Mother Nyx says I was a real handful.
Can we just talk about the idea of, like, baby Thanatos just, like, swooping in and out of existence occasionally? Because that's adorable.
I can see that.
The daughter thankfully managed to get out of it by calling in a favor from Poseidon for deflowering her. Oh, okay. Apparently he felt pretty bad because he gave her the ability to shapeshift and she escaped. If your dad is stupid enough to cut down a sacred giant tree, then you're probably better off with a new husband. True. Ooh, Nyx has got an aggressive little exclamation point above her head. Hold on. Oh, there's Dusa.
Hey, Dusa, here's some more of this really, really good nectar for you. Please keep up the wonderful work, and more importantly, keep being your wonderful self.
I'm really very flattered, Prince, but I've just been so busy lately that I haven't even had a chance to try the last bottle you gave me, so you want this back? Maybe for someone else?
He turned into a bit of a racket and sold her repeatedly, yet she always escaped. In the end, his hunger got so bad, he ended up devouring himself alive. Somehow. I love Greek mythology. And this is probably a story Demeter brings up whenever Hades and Persephone visit her. It's like the god version of like a dad meeting his daughter's new boyfriend at the door with a baseball bat or a gun.
Please, it's yours. Besides, you must have some time off coming up when you can enjoy it, don't you?
Hey, if you hurt my daughter, did I ever tell you about the time I made a guy devour himself alive? Close enough. And Hades is like, noted, do not attack Persephone with an axe or sell her repeatedly. You know, it'd be really cute if everyone looked for baby Than for weeks and in the end it turns out some humans took him in. Okay, go on.
Oh, I mean, maybe I do. I think maybe I do, except nobody's told me anything about that. And besides, there's so much work to do around the house still. I just can't leave everything like this.
Well, you enjoy, alright?
Oh, they're doing something. Hold on. Okay, we got Deuce up to her locked heart, which means we don't need any more nectar for her.
Sometimes I still cannot believe that you are here, returned to us. Your radiance in all this darkness. You must miss seeing the coast.
She is allowed to leave.
The coast was nice enough,
Eventually.
Hades. But nothing is ever perfect, right? No matter how hard you try. Still, I think we get quite close around here every once in a while.
You have taken much less time adjusting to this place than when first you joined us. Part of my surprise. I myself was forced to be here. I never thought anyone would come from the surface here by choice.
The heart can make us do the strangest things, can't it?
Ugh.
Indeed.
Like watching your mom and dad kiss. Baby Than playing with human children and unintentionally traumatizing them with his death powers. Exactly.
Say, Meg's the featured servant of the house.
Imagine the most goth kid. He's like a little itty bitty baby Grim Reaper. I know Supergiant actually posted a like a little art piece of like all three, like Zag, Meg, and Than as like babies playing on Cerberus at some point. You probably still find it.
So you cleared out some of the satyr infestation near the surface then? How come the change of heart? Not like you to assist Lord Hades in such things.
I wasn't trying to do my father any favors, Meg. Those satyrs seem to hate me just as much as him. My one way out involves a detour straight into their dens.
An interesting coincidence. At any rate, that's one less problem for the rest of us to deal with. Until the satyrs all come back at least, which won't be long.
I suppose not. Trade you these horrid things. We're settled up.
Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna take...
Fair and square.
How many keys does that give me? 3? Oh, right, I wanted,
I
like,
think I'll take it.
2 more of these two.
Let's have that.
I confused myself with math, which is actually not that uncommon of an occurrence. Okay, this might be for the Orpheus and Eurydice quest, possibly?
Nix, you ever have a burning urge to find the case files for the circumstances
Yes.
under which our court musician bound himself to eternal servitude here in this house, and forever lost his opportunity to be with his beloved muse? I was wondering if you had a remedy for that.
Our court musician brings a certain peace to this abode, my child. But you may discover, once you find his case files in section Zeta Pi Omega upper beta folder, that the consequences that he suffers may be quite in excess of his trespasses.
Zeta Pi Omega upper beta folder. I'll look into it as soon as possible. Thinking I ought to check the old administrative chamber now.
You're going back there?
Okay, Thanatos. Wait, Thanatos didn't just, like,
I'm
know
looking for
out of
should be right
existence
there.
when I talked to him? Okay, it's, like, over here somewhere.
Nestled among the towering administrative parchment work of the long since deceased lies an old document concerning a special pact signed by a once living court musician who attempted vainly to rescue his wife from death.
Okay, it should be dispatched over to the house contractor now.
I gotta go back. It's probably gonna cost me, like, diamonds or something, which I don't have. Okay, Thanatos, don't be judgy.
Orpheus's contract.
I need one more
release him.
diamond. Are you freaking kidding me? Okay, hold on. Now let's get Ambrosia. I need a diamond. And nectar or 1 Titan blood. I'll
Good
do
deal.
it for this.
Here's the fee.
Hey, Hades, whatever.
In the name of Hades, I hereby release Orpheus from the terms of his pact.
What? Where did you unearth that blasted contract?
None of your business. Let's see here. I guess what we could do now is...
Truly.
Is Persephone back here? Can I give her something? Sweet.
Not
Somebody raised you very well indeed, my son. Nyx, I suppose. I'll never be half the mother she is. She's done it for eons. While I'm only getting started.
I like how she's like, somebody raised you very well. It definitely wasn't Hades.
For what it's worth, I happen to think you're off to an excellent start. Nyx did teach me a lot. Achilles too, and father in a way. But there is no replacing your presence. I felt that before we ever met, and now I know for sure.
Thank you, Zagreus. Let's hope you're right. I nurtured very many plants, at least. Of that I can assure you. Perhaps my gardening experience provided a bit of a head start on this whole mothering thing.
She does look a bit younger in the underworld, I think, but I think it's just because, like, some of her portraits with, like, her green outfit, especially the one where she's, like, looking directly at you, kind of gives her some, like, wrinklage.
Perhaps I'm part plant.
you.
Okay, so she's at her locked heart, which I think we can actually unlock pretty soon, because she's just, like... She wanted to have a conversation about if she's a good mom or not or something, and I think we already had that.
Certainly not denied.
I'll give Skelly the other nectar I have. Let's see what we got
You know,
here.
This came true.
War God's Bloodlust. Slay 10,000 foes or more, then seek air. Do I have to slay 10,000 foes after I pick up the quest? We did talk to Meg. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. Well.
That's beyond my means. Ready, I think.
Because I have definitely killed 10,000 foes. Badly play the liar for a second. I did not mute that microphone like I thought I did. Thank you. Alright, let's take Athena. Their little chibi faces are so cute. Little Thanatos and little Meg. But yeah, I don't know when we'll get Meg.
Coronat.
Meg's Meg scene, but
Me.
oh wait, no, I usually take
Change
Hera. But I want to take the shield this time. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We are going to
Just
first things. Ooh. I'm gonna turn God mode back on real quick.
you can do it.
And I'm going to start doing heat again because I need diamonds. And I think the only way to really get them other than trading is Lurny. And fish, but like... So I usually do... do that.
Won't get bounties any faster with this extra heat.
We're not doing Theseus yet. I'm still not really intending for these to be full runs, so...
I have grown closer than expected with the goddess Nyx in all of this, cousin. It is quite evident to me how much she cares for you. I must admit I envy your relationship sometimes, for I've made do without a mother's presence in my life.
Yeah, and like Zeus is your dad, so sucks to be you.
Let me have it.
Someone give Athena a hug, yeah. But no one on Mount Olympus, I don't trust them.
From the rumblings of the earth, I have deduced your father himself stands against you when at last you are about to leave these depths. It must be quite an interaction between you. Have I deduced correctly? Respond.
Her mom turned into a fly and then ascended to a spiritual plane. I'd be weirded out too.
That's right, Master Chaos. My father personally takes it upon himself to stop me in the event none of his underlings beat him to it. He can be a handful.
What was I talking about before we were doing all history time and I had that Hades fight? I think I was talking about fanfiction. I'm gonna wump. Ow. That was a very weird interaction between my body and this table. I'm going to wump the heck out of this adorable new Dimitri, and you cannot stop me.
Well then, consider bringing to one of your future interactions the small round catalyst which I provided you. The one in the shape you call an egg. It shall serve no purpose there at all. And if you succeed, then it shall bring us some amusement, shall it not?
Yes? Was I supposed to respond there? Chaotic strength.
But yeah, I'm gonna wump him, and it's gonna be good. Plus, he looks like roughly academy-sized, which is like high-key my preferred Dimitri. As long as Dedue is in this game. If Dedue is not in this game, there will be problems. I also hope this game gives some of the more tragic characters better haircuts. Like, poor Ignatz. So...
Let's go, Aegis.
Poor Lorenz. I've already seen people redesigning Lorenz's hair. So I hope that he gets something good too.
Oh, good.
Who else has like tragic hair? I hate to say it because Dedue is like the hottest male character in the game. But good God, that 3-time skip mullet is so unfortunate.
What do we have here?
So very unfortunate. It's not... His pre-time skip haircut for Dedue is not too bad until you notice how mullety it actually is. Then it's just like, who did this to you, baby? But his post-time skip hair is like objectively excellent, so I can forgive the bad pre-skip. It's not like Lorenz, where he's just kind of unfortunate on both ends. Or like Ignatz. I think Ignatz probably has it worse than Lorenz, because at least Lorenz's hair, like, has some appeal to somebody somewhere. It's like not the best cut, but it doesn't necessarily look bad. Ignatz is just like, I got a bowl and some scissors, and that's how I did this. Bernie and her dead rat 3 times.
My boon from Master Chaos has evolved.
At least there's still hope for the others. Hubert's is just, yeah, oh my god, poor Hubert! Hubert rolled up to the party like ready for the Black Parade.
You again.
Okay, my other theory for why they didn't have Dedue in this trailer, assuming he's actually in the game, is that they would have had to put him up next to Edelgard, and I like did this earlier today where I like put him into like a height comparison thing, and she comes up to like not even his shoulder. So part of me is like, I wonder if they didn't put Dedue explicitly in the trailer because they didn't want us to remember how, like, what a tiny little gremlin Edelgard actually is. Like, they wanted to, like, keep her veneer of, like her intimidating sort of facade or veneer or whatever. And that just doesn't work when you are, like...
Let's go, lads.
Not even up to Dedue's shoulder. Dedue's a whole lot of man. I know. It's like 6'8".
Anyone else?
It unfortunately also has some rather cringy portraits, I guess. His blushing portrait is pretty, whew. Take me now, daddy. He does have that like one really aggressively angry portrait that gets used like once ever in the entire game. So I do have to wonder what they were gonna do with that. Okay, you know what? Actually, I would definitely take this game if it was like Crimson Flower 2 Electric Boogaloo, if they animate the Dimmy-Doo death scene, and only if you deliver me my fan service, I will take anything. I would also cry, but I would also not touch Twitter with a 10,000-foot pole, because I can definitely see some people getting weird about that. But it would be for me. And who cares about anyone else? Knowing my gaming habits, I would probably just play that game a year after it comes out anyway, so I'll just be over here with popcorn, true. Warriors games are like the one thing I play on release and just like don't put down. The only Warriors game I bought and I like didn't finish is Age of Calamity, and I only didn't finish it because Age of Calamity runs like absolute garbage. Even compared to like other games on the Switch that run like garbage, like Three Houses has nothing on the way Age of Calamity runs. It's like actually really bad. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna put this down because it actually makes me physically ill to play this. And I'll just wait for them to patch it. They'll definitely patch it. It's a Nintendo IP. And it's been like over a year. And not only have they not patched it, they've released like, they released like 4 DLC patches, and none of them had any sort of like performance or optimization fixes. So I'm just kind of like I'm not playing this and I'm not buying anything else to do with it until you fix it. Let's see, what else can we get? Yeah, when did that game? That game didn't even come out in 2021, right? It came out in like November 2020. So it's been like a year and a half and they still haven't patched it. I do actually kind of want to talk to Chaos again.
Going in.
I'm not like a performance snob or anything either. Like, I don't care if your game runs at 30 frames per second, but Age of Calamity runs at like 20 frames per second, and then it drops into like the single digits like constantly. And some people are like, oh, well, it's only on the first map where they have all those grass effects, and it's not only on the first map. There's a map with like snow effects. It's bad there. There's a map. Anytime you use Urbosa, it's bad because she has a bunch of lightning effects. Also, that should be happening on none of the maps. Why did you build a map that runs at 2 frames per second? And it's even worse. I haven't played with anyone else because I don't have any friends, but I've heard it's even worse when you do 2-player. It's like high key, like it gets to like slideshow levels of frame rates, and people are like, no, it's fine. It's a perfectly fine game. No, it is not.
In the name of Hades.
Let's see here.
If that is your desire, you shall call it done.
But yeah, so that's why I don't recommend Age of Calamity to like literally anyone, because it's actually the worst. And I've played some shitty Dynasty Warriors games. I played Dynasty Warriors 8 on the Xbox 360 when that first came out, and it had like the worst lag. They had this little mode That was like kind of a town builder sim, but also like not really a town builder sim. And it lagged so hard, it chugged, and I played like 100 hours of that game. And that was fixed within like a month. So I don't know what's holding Nintendo up on this. But anyways, enough of me complaining.
I'm back.
I've got to admit, you're really frustrating, you know, Redblood. What is it going to take to make you scream, hmm?
What, you mean to say Meg never told you? And here I thought you two were close.
Like, she's standing right there.
Well, we'll find out. I've got plenty of ideas left I've been meaning to try.
Just in case you were worried that, like, Meg is not, like, a Mega Dom. Where is Electo? Zag is just over here casually like, yeah, I let my girlfriend stick it up my ass. And I like it. Up by the traps. You can tell that's not Extreme Measures dialogue, because I feel like Meg would definitely have something to say about that. Okay, I'm getting, like, rocked. And I'm probably getting too comfortable because I turned God mode back on, but it would also be really nice if they wouldn't lock me in that corner. There we go. Anyways, Zag is a sub.
Got her. My weapon shuddered at the touch of it.
Glad we firmly established that.
Electo failed just as her sister did.
Okay. Which one? Should help.
But yeah, Three Houses Warriors will be better than Age of Calamity as long as it doesn't run like garbage. So we're all going in with low expectations. My only hope is that this doesn't cause a meltdown like every other Warriors spin-off causes a meltdown among various fan communities, like my god. Okay, it's not my only hope. I have a lot of hopes for this game. I just really don't want a repeat of what happened with Fire Emblem Warriors. Remember too many swords? God. There were too many swords, but also, like, every single character in Fire Emblem uses a freaking sword. Like, what did you expect? Are you expecting this fandom not to have a meltdown? I just want it to be smaller than I'm expecting.
Gods grant me strength.
Preferably, it'd be really cool if we could keep it contained to like one of the factions too, instead of having like a full faction meltdown. No, like if only the Claude fans could be pissed off for once, instead of just like everyone being equally angry about everything. Also revealing 2 sword-wielding OCs during the same conference, true. I'm sure they will be if they don't mention his real name at least once. Oh god, don't remind me. I'm already seeing people be like, oh my god, about like ship stuff, and it's like, calm down. You need to call him by his proper given name, Khalid. I've already seen plenty of posts about it, oh no! How dare they call him by the name he asked to be called? I was gonna say something, but I don't want to get too nuanced on stream because, like, I'm sure in 16 years it'll be taken out of context to cancel me. Otherwise, Tiana will fly in with the wyvern and go WWE chair on you. Oh my god, I still can't believe that exists. I still cannot believe it. No, that wasn't because they didn't call him Khalid. That was because Byleth, like, flirted with him once, and we really, really, really need to know that the author really didn't like that.
Saw Thanatos again lately here, boss, and I want to tell you, almost looked as though he cracked a smile when he mentioned you. Never seen anything like that with him.
That's so cute.
That's goat speed, all right.
But don't you understand? She's his teacher. In real life, that would be a problem, but I mean, we're following these children through their adventures in murder school. Like, let's all calm down. When I actually hit the thing I'm aiming at, thanks, Sag. Next they will be Gasp. Holding hands, I know.
All these river denizens you've caught, little Hades, it can only mean we share a deep connection, don't you think? I with my power over the entire vastness of the seas, and you with the power to ensnare a hapless fish with but a flick of the wrist.
Is this gonna be his heart unlocking? Is it gonna come when I'm bitching about Fire Emblem? I had a feeling it would. Yes! I knew it. Oh, I'll fill you in later. I don't want to go into it. But basically, some people have some very strong opinions about fiction and what happens to fictional people, and they are not very subtle. Come here. Wait, I don't even think the one with Tiana had her with the chair. That was the one with Ingrid. And like Petra. There were multiple.
My chaos boon.
I know. I think there was actually a third one, but I think they actually took it down. I think they actually took their whole blog down. I don't think the last time I looked for it, I was able to find it. One of the requirements for something to be defined as fiction is that it has no real consequences. Exactly. Speaking of that, I was actually,
Something else.
I don't know why I fell down this hole where I was looking at 50 Shades of Grey stuff. Because I was reminded, I think I was on Am I the Asshole? And someone posted a story that like sounded very like Diet 50 Shades of Grey. And I had like posted a comment or something and I mentioned this YouTuber that I like. And how he did a whole thing on 50 Shades and he hates it because of course he does, because he's sane. And so I like linked that or whatever, and someone recommended, they're like, oh, you should watch this guy talk about 50 Shades of Grey. And I did, and he actually had a very fascinating, sort of nuanced, interesting take on the books. But like his like main thing in the beginning was like, yeah, these books definitely depict abuse, and that's not necessarily a bad thing as long as you're like self-aware. Which the author of 50 Shades is definitely not, but yeah. But yeah, so I was like really, really sick on like Wednesday and Thursday. I spent most of Thursday in bed, so that's what I did. That's what I did on Thursday. And nothing fun. Hello, Lernie.
I know you missed me, Lernie, and I missed you too.
I didn't really have a lot of good use of my hands on Thursday. I mean, I did, but, for those curious, on Wednesday... Okay, well... On Monday, I went to go visit my grandmother. On Tuesday, I found out that there was a horrible stomach virus going through her nursing home. On Wednesday, I went to the hospital because I caught said stomach virus and got super dehydrated, which was not fun. On Thursday, I spent the entire day in bed because I was like, my back was so sore, I like couldn't walk. And then on Friday, I was fine. So it's been a week. Yeah. I had to miss a class and get like an extension on a paper that I still haven't finished that I have to turn in Monday, but I'm playing Hades instead because this is way more fun. Wow, they like really wanted their greens on this one. I just noticed that the greens are really not this threatening on the extreme measures Lernie because most of their little green egg thingies just go straight into the lava. Yeah, thanks. I mean, I was fine. I was always going to be fine. We knew what it was. The problem was just that, like, I could not drink water on Wednesday. And when you are human, that is an issue. Fiction can influence real events. People reflecting themselves, but I think people are overstating it. I wish. Give me like an android body or something, I don't know. That'd be pretty dope. And yeah, okay. Fiction does influence reality, but it's not... People act like, you know, fiction is birthed into the world from nothing and then influences us like some almighty hand of God, but like... It's like a give and take thing, you know? Like, fiction influences reality and reality influences fiction, and it just kind of goes back and forth. And it's not impossible to write about things that happen in reality that suck. You know? Like, I'm sure...
Seems you're off to cooler climates then.
I'm sure most people writing murder mystery novels don't actually want to murder somebody or investigate a murder or do anything like that. I mean... Take Artemis here. Not very good at influencing people's action, but is very effective in shaping their values. Also, food for thought there. No fanfic author with 200 hits should be held to the same standard as like J.K. Rowling. That's also true. Yeah, there's also like levels of reach. Like my horny Dimitri and Monster Doomfic that like 800 people read is not going to suddenly make people want to go out and find a demonic beast to make love to. What am I influencing here? What reality am I creating?
You should have listened.
You must have a friend or two, don't you? It's hard being alone all of the time. At least I have Callisto and the other nymphs, and I have you. A distant friend is still a friend.
Is that the Callisto conversation we needed to unlock your heart? Please? Please? It was not, okay. Well. Also, J.K. Rowling, man. That's a trip. Definition of you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Oh, but yeah, I definitely recommend that one YouTuber I was mentioning that like did the 50 Shades thing because oh my god, is he savage? Like he just like cut straight to it, you know? He's basically like 50 Shades pretty much exists because the story ended about 50 chapters ago and the author couldn't stop feeding their ego. I was like, damn. Don't come for me like that. I will have to look him up. I know his name was like 3 words. I'll look him up after this fight. It was... The title of the video is like a lukewarm defense of 50 Shades of Grey. You can find it like that. That guy. Where is my phone? I can look it up right now. Folding ideas. It was not 3 words, it was 2. But it was multiple words, so I got that right. Yep. Folding ideas. A fiction also allows us to explore some of our darker aspects without causing harm. As much as we wish they weren't there, they are a part of us. Yeah, that is also true.
Let's see what else.
I definitely recommend. I think he did like 3 or 4 videos on 50 Shades.
How predictable.
I watched all of them. I actually kind of want to rewatch them because I was like low-key, like half loopy when I watched the first time. So like to absorb more.
Look at all that coin.
Did I hear a fish noise? Probably not. I don't think there's any exposed bank in this room, but... I haven't seen any of his other videos, though. Just by the way. Only his 50 Shades one, so I can't speak to any of the rest of his content. out of the trap corner, thanks. Also, his videos made me feel better about writing, like, sexy power play fanfic. Because I do like me some sexy power play fanfic.
Nearly made it.
We need more, like, modern AU Dimmy-Do work to do is just, like, the head of a or the CEO of a company. You can just be like, I want that cute blonde boy, buy him for me. That's definitely a sound bit that's gonna get me canceled in 15 years. So you're the exact opposite of you. I like a wide variety of fanfic, but what kind of fanfic do you like?
Hear me on my authority.
I don't think Patroclus has anything new to say, but we'll talk to him anyways. Oh no, he does. Genfic, Hurt, Comfort, Gal, no AUs other than Fixits. I do like a good AU. And I didn't used to.
I heard you vanquished Theseus however many times of late. Or someone matching your description has, stranger. Almost had to laugh when I heard that. Though, I suspect he hasn't learned a thing.
Hurt Comfort is very good, but there has to be a lot of comfort at the end. I don't do sad Hurt Comfort. That's depressing. I didn't used to like a lot of, like AUs, but then I like started writing and I was like, I would like to self-indulgently have my two faves in high school together. Why not?
What, you know him? Though, yes, he does seem rather set in his ways. Convinced himself that I'm some sort of demon from the lowest depths. Which, well, it's partly true, I guess.
I find like Just Fluff has done a really amazing video on NFTs recently. I'll have to look at that because I still like low-key don't understand NFTs. And that made people scream at me over 20 comments. Nice! I mean, I love it when people scream at me over 20 comments.
You're quite notorious around these parts. The tales of your father's monstrous son, kept under lock and key within his house. Fear and ignorance make for great stories, no?
It's great when people scream over your fix, though. That's where I meet like half of my friends on the internet.
Just checking up on you, sir.
There. Now leave me be.
I do know NFTs are a scam. I got that much. Also, in terms of fit, give me Omegaverse or give me death. Like, I don't need everything I read to be Omegaverse, but like, I like it. You know what's better than a cute blonde twink getting railed by his giant boyfriend? A cute blonde twink getting railed by his giant boyfriend and then having like 16 kids. Nana, see ya.
I'll just keep this on me.
What? We have to give Poseidon ambrosia here. suddenly forget. Let's see. I addressed my Demetrius submissive and breedable agenda. Yeah. Nightly. This will probably be my last run anyways because I have to work on my I have to work on my paper.
Uncle Poseidon, sometimes I
After
wonder what
this.
my life would have been like had you been part of it sooner. Your encouragement, your enthusiasm, it means a lot. To you, this Ambrosia's been to hell and back.
Oh, but isn't this a kingly offering indeed, my little Hades? I know how difficult it must have been to get, so distant from Olympus as you are. I'll never understand how come your father's cruel to you. For if you were my son, I would be proud. Proud anyway, but you get the idea.
How's your Dimitri solo run going?
In the name of Hades.
This will be the last one before Theseus.
Should come in useful.
It went very well until you got to hunting at daybreak. Is it,
I'm telling you, you're wrong, Asterius. He is no royalty.
Is it
most
classic mode or
certainly not
casual?
any I would recognize. He's but a nameless, long-forgotten minor god, born of the depths and bound to stay in them.
Aw, the boyfriends are fighting. Classic hard oof. Yeah. I'm guessing most of your other blue lions are, babies.
I too once was berated by such words, King. We faced this enemy how many times? At my estimation, he's fought bravely here.
Bravely? Hiding behind those pillars is what you call bravely, Asterius? We shall have to discuss this strange lapse of judgment after we achieve our victory.
Ah, okay. So you're not, like, totally helpless, but, like, since Dimitri's supposed to be killing everything, kind of.
Thanatos, the champion himself.
You took me once already, Thanatos. You dare?
I haven't replayed Three Houses in forever. I was doing a Blue Lions run so that I could, like, take notes for a fic I was writing, and then I lost interest in the fic. Because it was getting, too long.
Not ready to admit defeat as yet.
Took 5 seconds as long as it should have. Oh great, I tricked Theseus.
Lady Aphrodite, I invoke your aid.
Not right now.
Wrong one. You got what, Aphrodite? Hers is just like stand still and you won't get hit, pretty much. I killed Theseus first this time.
You're next, cool man.
The dialogue was wholly uninteresting. Things time to play these to keep finish your work in progress, yeah.
Please hold your applause.
That's a mood.
Ambrosia. To my greatest fan.
Right now, most of my, like, free time has been
Elysium ought to be
video
harder to
games.
escape than that.
So, if anyone ever wants to discuss with me an AU in which Dedue is a Pokemon breeder and has a greenhouse full of Badoos, I am more than happy to indulge. I need to think of more like tiny grass type Pokemon for Dedue to cherish. Hey Kay! I heard the words Dedue and breeding. What's up, gamers? Close. I was talking about how Dimitri is submissive and breedable earlier, but this is about Pokemon breeding.
I'll take this one.
My slash senses are tingling. We all have them. Just give in to them. Part of me wants to do to be a Pokemon breeder, so like he can be the one when all those kids are like, "Hi, Dedue," and he's like, "Hey, we found an egg. Your Pokemon had an egg. It was just like next to them. We're not really sure where that came from, but Because just imagine poor long-suffering Dedue. Another day on the job and some kid comes into his Pokemon daycare and is like, "Wow, how did Lucario and Gardevoir get an egg?" And Dedue is just like, don't tell him, preserve the innocence, preserve the innocence.
That was my keepsake.
And then, like, Dimitri probably helps him, right? And then Dimitri's probably, like, really stupid and, like, almost tells them the Pidgeys and the Beedrills. Dimitri probably is just like, "Well, kids," and then Dedue has to, like, run up behind him and, like, slap a hand over his mouth and be like, "My husband has nothing to say to you. Please take your egg and go about your day, child."
Got a bite. I caught a scuffer. All these tunnels.
Little money. I'm gonna start exclusively referring to it as the Pidgeys and the Beedrills, even in my personal life. And if anyone wants to be confused about that, they can go ahead and be confused about that. I play more Pokemon to Shiny Breed, but I'm being pressured into Twisted Wonderland. I have not played that one. I'm kind of sad that Pokemon Legends Arceus doesn't let you do Pokemon breeding, because I have a perfectly good female Umbreon. And I'm just like supposed to catch all of the EVs I want to use instead of like having my Pokemon like Pidgey and Beedrill it. That sounds so dirty. Beedrill it. shiny rates seem boosted. Yeah, you even get a free shiny off a quest, but it's a Ponyta. I think after you complete the game, you also get a shiny charm, which like really boosts the shiny rates.
Farewell.
I'm not that far in the game. I'm still on like the second area because I haven't really been able to play. Like honestly, I was like, I'm gonna spend all of today, except for the time I stream, of course, getting caught up on like, you know, my classwork. And now I'm just like, I am going to take the L on anything that I am allowed to take the L on. And I am just gonna go ahead and play Pokemon this weekend. No, I didn't want to summon Thanatos. At least he killed him.
Heading back.
Also, Shiny Ponyta is like objectively one of the better shinies you could get. It's pretty cool looking.
Don't spend it all in one
I
place,
should have
right?
named it Azula. What was I thinking? I mean, I guess I could always like rename it, but like... Fun fact, I just figured out how to rename Pokemon in that game.
I bet it's in here.
You're not very upfront about it.
Can't do that. Lots of coin there.
Please be the Satyr Sack. God damn it. Why is it never the Satyr Sack when I want it to be the Satyr Sack? Why is it always like when I'm like, this is my last run, it's like, you will get the Satyr Sack on the 5th tunnel. You will like it.
Next up.
I hate it when these things get stuck in the wall. Okay.
To hold on. Good enough to eat.
Okay,
Stronger still.
next tunnel we'll get them. Let's go Artemis because she sucks less.
You're mine.
god.
A special treat for Cerberus.
You know my father and my uncle by now, right, Zagreus? I don't know which of them is worse. I mean, superior. Superior, despite technically spending most of his time in the seas beneath Olympus. Isn't that right, Uncle?
Oh.
Oh, Artemis, you needn't boast a little Hades there on my account. Besides, whether you're in the sea, above it, or beneath, makes little difference to your measure as a god. You two are young as yet. Keep at it, and you'll soon be practically as great as I.
Like I said, Artemis sucks less. I guess.
Much better.
Poseidon is the best uncle. I mean, his competition is Hades, so I guess you're like technically right in terms of this game, but like, do you want to be?
Here's the fee.
Oh, let's see here. What do you give him a nectar? Always forget.
Glad you like it, mate. Thank you for helping me out with your supply, even if you fleece me with those prices.
Each violent countenance of Cerberus agrees the satyr sack must be destroyed.
Thanks, boy.
I just remembered that I was gonna finish this run so I could take the Chaos Egg and fulfill the Minor Prophecy, and then like an idiot, when I got to the Temple of Styx, I took the Lambent Plume with me instead to level it up, so...
Not one of my overseers managed to stop you again. Must
I
do
am
everything myself.
very good at remembering things and being a competent adult human being who can manage her affairs.
Zagreus?
I got distracted by submissive and breedable Dimitri, okay? It's not my fault.
Darkness. Darkness.
Plan to handle this yourself.
Do you feel your blood beginning to boil? Darkness. Predictable the war god would be here. Darkness.
Of course that wore off right when I was, gonna go.
You see. Darkness. Darkness.
Every time.
Darkness.
Get up.
Enough.
hitting the summon button. You should just like hit both triggers at once.
Zagreus?
One hit. Okay.
Not as limber as I used to be, while you... Geron, take me home.
Goodbye, Father. In the name of someone very sore right now. My weapons can grow even stronger now.
I don't think I saw any fish, so...
After defeating his Lord Father yet again, Prince Zagreus begins to shiver and catch cold. And, as is well known, there sadly is no cure for such a thing.
I almost feel bad that, like, after you get to, like, the epilogue portion of the game, whenever you escape, it just makes Zagreus die in increasingly pathetic ways.
I'm counting that one as a victory.
You should count it as a victory because you won.
I'm up.
I was looking all over for you.
Okay, well...
You're much too modest, Lord Achilles, for someone with such a number of heroic deeds and glorious decapitations to his name. You ought to be more like ever boastful Zagreus and talk it up some more.
Oh, fear not, Orpheus. I was quite boastful in my day. And would you look at where it got me? Besides, I've not the imagination to come up with tales as tall as those of our Prince Zagreus.
What can I say? I try. It is my humble duty to oblige my favorite boy with all retreats as I am able to procure.
Knowing the watchdog's never-ending appetite for treats, the prince obliges him.
4, okay.
Welcome home, boy. You're late for dinner. Or breakfast, or whatever blasted meal's next.
That's all right, Father. I'm not feeling very hungry at the moment.
I've asked repeatedly for the construction of a sundial, but every time they tell me no. Can you believe it?
How do you use a sundial with no sun? Not gonna comment on that? Okay. No Meg.
Do what you will with these, my good chef. Pleasure doing business.
Was there a Deusa around somewhere? You know, my house is much better than this cause of death murder. Lovely. I didn't see Deusa. I give you nectar.
Hey, Nyx, I would have you know, I'm now proud owner of my very own chthonic companion. You really built them to last. Just not very many of them, apparently. I'd all but given up on ever finding one.
I sensed this outcome, and it pleases me. Though you never would have simply discovered such a thing. They each are unique artifacts that must be given willingly if they are to retain their shape and power.
I have to say, and I do mean this as a compliment, it's hard for me to imagine Night Incarnate herself fashioning these little keepsakes to be given between friends.
Do not mistake them for their unassuming look. Within them is the strength of an unbreaking bond between two souls conjoined.
And I just adore them.
Okay, there is a chance that Meg could be in Zag's bedroom, waiting to whip him. So...
I need to trouble
Oh my
you for
god!
something, Zag.
I was right!
What a surprise. Again. What is it? What's the matter? Wait, why are you looking at me like that?
Oh, Nana's gonna be pissed she missed this.
Shut up already, Zagreus, and come here.
She's even like, she's already got the whip out. She's like hitting against her palm, like, ooh. About to Christian Grey the shit out of you.
You really... Oh. I thought you'd never ask, but I'm glad you did.
She's so much taller than him.
Wow.
Those were some whipping noises.
Meg, what I'm trying to say is, are we good? Or...
You ask too many questions, Zag. But yes, I'd say we are again, for now. But if you tell another soul, I'll kill you. Understand?
But, no, wait, not even Than?
Than's not an idiot. He wants what's best for you. And he isn't the jealous type. Besides, I have a good working relationship with him, as you well know.
Yeah, but what about you? You're the punisher of jealousy. What if I...
We're not mere mortals, Zag. Mortals cling to one another viciously because their lives are short. What do we care? If Nyx has taught me one thing, it's that the heart has no bounds. Now quit your worry and get prepared for when we meet again out there. See you around.
I guess they have like slightly different dialogue depending on if you've like romanced the other first.
It was only a matter of time, I suppose.
Oh, I got the primordial banes.
I think Master Chaos just likes messing with me.
And all the primordial boons. Okay.
That many tries so far?
I think we started out around like 1,500, so if we really have to kill 10,000 of those enemies for the Hades or the Ares quest, we're gonna be here a while. Okay, well, anyways, I'm gonna take what I need for the next run. Let's bring Athena. So we got Poseidon's heart thing finished. We finished Meg's romance plotline. God, is that really all we did today? We escaped with Rama, so that was pretty dope. Yeah. So I'm gonna call it here. Thank you everybody for coming to the stream and watching. This time, I promise, between streams, I will try and like unlock some of these hearts on my own and probably just like record it. And like post a separate video or something, so that way we're not doing this until I die. But anyways, thanks everyone for coming, and I will be streaming again same time next week, and hopefully see y'all there.